Hello everybody, my name is Cezary Giluk and this is my fourth presentation. Please give me thumb up and if you like my presentations, subscribe. In the notes below you can find how to support me on Patreon, as I'm not monetized by anybody and it takes time and resources to prepare those presentations. A bit more about myself at the end of presentation. Let's go directly to the subject. Today's topic, Putin's Oreshnik games. Most of you know what Oreshnik is, but just in case. Oreshnik is middle-range Russian missile capable of carrying nuclear weapons. It is older type of missile modified by Russians. Not so long ago, Russians shot one to the Ukraine territory into the middle of basically nowhere and did not do much damage or harm. I think they shot it to the area which does not have any missile or air defense, as if this missile would be shot down by Ukrainians, everybody would laugh at Russians and another threat by Putin would be totally ignored. The main reason for shooting this missile was to scare West and Europe that this missile is capable of nuclear strike into the European countries. It is just another empty threat, and Putin well knows what response would be by US and West if he would use nuclear weapons in Ukraine or by attacking any other country with nuclear weapons. I talked about it in one of the previous presentations. Quite a few countries have nuclear weapons and it is common knowledge who and how many have them. And it is used as a deterrence from other side to use them, as they know that the response would be swift and deadly. Having and using are totally two different things. I own an axe and wood splitter. They can be used in deadly aggressive action, same as most of hand tools everybody has. You can stab a person with a kitchen knife, screwdriver, or kill with the knife from the toolbox. Is regular person using them for that purpose? Axe can be used to kill somebody or chop wood. Wood splitter can also be used to kill somebody or to split logs. I let my neighbors know that I have them. I live in the cottage in the county. Do I let them know that I have them to threaten them and make them scared of me? No. I let them know so if they would have a need for them, I can lend them axe or wood splitter so they could use them. If you check your kitchen and home, you will find dozens of objects which can also be used to harm or kill somebody. So having something and using it for some crazy reasons are two different things. Weapons capable of carrying nuclear loads are used by Russians in Ukraine from the beginning of the war, but because Russians didn't advertise it, nobody felt threatened by them. But when Putin started to advertise that he has Oreshniks and shot one into Ukraine, there were some having pants full of dung and bad smell coming out of them. And it was Putin's goal, to scare West with another bland nuclear threat. Scaring others is what Putin and communists did for many years, and they perfected it. They learned what scares others and what pressure points to apply. And threat of nuclear attack is one of those points. Let others' imagination play and let their brain work overtime and scare themselves as much as they can do. In reality, they are empty threats, but they work really well. In one of the previous presentations I talked about red lines. One of the threats was that if you cross red line, we'll nuke you. A lot of red lines were crossed, no nukes were used, and now nobody pays attention to red lines and consequences of crossing them. So Putin needed another pressure point and found it in shooting Oreshnik missile, another scared tactic. And after 1 or 2 Oreshnik missiles will be shot, nobody will pay any attention to, especially if one of them would be shot, or as not long ago would be shot down, or as not long ago one of the newest generation Russian missile capable of carrying nuclear loads blown up at the launch site. Putin is running out of scare tactics and have probably whole bunch of people working on what to use in the future. I'm really curious of what he will come up with next. Putin learned from Joseph Goebbels, German Minister of Propaganda during Second World War, who said, "Lie repeated 1,000 times will become truth." And it works like this. That's what's happening on Russian TV, news and media, brainwashing population. I have seen it in Poland when I lived till I was 24. I have mother born in Ukraine, carrying master's degree in economics in Poland, has an excellent brain and explained communistic propaganda to me. Plus, I'm probably too hard-headed to trust and believe in lies spread by communists or now by Putin and Russians. When I watch YouTube presentation experts being interviewed, often I can tell which side of the equation they play. I stopped watching quite a few channels as they were probably financially supported by Russians, or presenters were full of Russian ideology. I never watched Tucker Carlson full interview with Putin and will not watch his current one with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. It is easy to predict outcome of the interview. Tucker is sensationalist who is only interested in popularity and filling up his pocket with money, not in presenting news. I do not know why some people even call him a reporter. Reporter is reporting, Tucker Carlson does not. Coming back to the subject, I titled Putin's Oreshnik games because it is all what it is, another game played by Putin and trying to score some point. Even West's response now is lesser as previously when Putin threatened nuclear weapons when red lines would be crossed. Looks that West mostly has learned, Putin didn't. What he is and will be doing can be described as same old, same old, same old. It is becoming boring, and I'm curious of what crazy idea and scheme he will come next with. My name is Cezary Giluk, and it is my 4th presentation. Please give me thumb up, and if you like my presentations, subscribe. In the notes below you can find how to support me on Patreon, as I'm not monetized by anybody, and it takes time and resources to prepare those presentations. I'm not military or political science specialist, but have a lot of common sense, watch a lot of social media and news about what is happening in Ukraine, and have a point of view which in a lot of cases is different from experts on social media. To share my look at what is happening in Ukraine, I have created my own channel, Common Sense and Ukraine. This was my 4th presentation. I hope you liked it. Slava Ukraine!